Hello internet friends, my name is Kai and today I'm bringing something different here. I'm going to react to a scene of an audiobook. It's from R.S. Cobb, an independent author and writing specializing in writing, editing and formatting his own books. In addition to his literary creations, he recently published an action-packed fantasy novel, Blackguard, Way of the Askari, a story about Uzoma and Ru, two brothers training to become warriors, while an outcast grows stronger with each life he takes, threatening all they hold dear. The book is available on Amazon or on his website, rscobb.com, where people can also order posters, bookmarks, buttons, or anything related with this fantasy world based on the characters of the book. So yeah, making better the experience of the reader. So yeah, on this scene that we're going to check out, the main characters Uzoma and Ru are hunting wild boar in the forest, where they encounter a group of young outcasts or criminals. It seems like it's ambient with some music. That's my specialty. So yeah, we're going to check out this chapter of Blackguard, Way of the Askari. This is the part of the wild boar ambush. This is a chapter of this book, fantasy book, and yeah, this is something new, something I haven't tried before, and I'm gonna grab my trusty headphones and let's give it a listen.
Ru inched forward, but Uzoma's iron grip held his arm in place. Tension crackled in the air as the third outcast growled and slowly unsheathed a blade. The sharp glint of steel filled the air with a sense of dread. "Come on, Ru," Uzoma urged, his voice tight with tension. He knew they could fight off the outcast, but he wasn't sure how many more lurked in the shadows. He did not know what had become of Aoife and Beatrice. Had they encountered outcasts as well? Despite being trained by Baku and Askari elite, he knew these outcasts were dangerous. They were young, reckless, fearless, and posed a grave threat to him and his friends. Ru shot Uzoma's smirk. "Fine," he said, pointing at the skull-wearing outcast. "I'll fight you for it." A crazed chuckle echoed from the outcast. "Fight me? I got the kill." Typical of a dungfly, the skull-wearer hurled the spear towards Ru with a deathly intent. He darted to the side, narrowly escaping the sharpened spear that cut through the air and flew past him. A sphere of red energy crackled and flew towards him, but he held up his arm and with a yell of defiance released a vibrant blast of yellow boko from his palm. The two forces collided, creating an explosion of sparks and flames before fading away. The third outcast viciously swung his sword at Uzoma, but he expertly deflected each strike. With a swift and powerful motion, Uzoma whipped his sword around, sending the blade of the outcast spiraling toward the sky. He wasted no time, kicking the outcast hard in the chest before snatching the sword as it plummeted back toward the ground, and pressing both blades against the outcast's throat. "Yield," Uzoma demanded. "Please don't kill me," the young outcast begged. The skull-wearer dashed to get his spear while the Blackguard outcast and Ru exchanged blasts of boko, neither having the advantage. Ru leaped to the side as a red blast flew towards him and in one swift motion lunged forward, slashing the outcast Blackguard in both arms with a flurry of strokes. The outcast howled as Ru unleashed a brutal blast of yellow boko, striking him in the chest. He crashed to the ground, clutching his chest, writhing in agony. Uzoma and Ru both spun around to confront the skull-wearer, who now brandished his spear. He lunged at Ru, who blocked the attack but stumbled backward from the force. Not missing a beat, the outcast spun his weapon in a deadly arc toward Uzoma. Uzoma instinctively ducked, but the strike caught Ru in the leg, tripping him. Uzoma leapt forward with his two blades, hoping to land a strike, but the skull-wearer used the long shaft of the spear to keep him away. Ru sprang to his feet and, together with Uzoma, charged the skull-wearer. However, the outcast was not completely untrained and had met each of their movements with quick blocks and precise attacks. His wide stances kept them at bay as he parried their attacks. Uzoma hurled a sword at the skull-wearer, but he deflected it to the ground. Uzoma's gaze was drawn to a massive rock about the size of a human head. He thrust out his hand and imbued the rock with a wave of blue boko. With one powerful motion, he heaved the rock into the skull-wearer's chest. He crumpled on impact and the spear flew from his grasp. Ru snatched the spear from midair as the skullwearer collapsed with a heavy gasp and clutched his chest in agony.
This was really awesome, really cool, action-packed fantasy action, but really well done. I really enjoy the narration. The tone of the vocal is perfect for this. The narration was really great and epic. Also, the music helps a lot. Maybe the only complaint that I'm going to have here is sometimes I feel like the music is like overpowering the narration. An easy fix for this will be a compressor that do some side chaining, I guess, between the vocal and the music. So when the vocals enter, it ducks down the music a little bit. Or maybe in the mix, but yeah, I will use a compressor for this because sometimes I feel like the music is overpowering the narration, and the narration is so epic that I don't want to lose any detail. And sometimes, okay, English is not my first language, but sometimes I had a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out what the narrator was saying, because sometimes the music was overpowering a little bit the narration. But man, this was epic and was fun, and it's immersive. It's an immersive experience. Not only the audiobook format where I'm listening to a story, but the music going with it is like pretty epic and fits totally the narration. It's like the only thing that I need probably is moving scenes. It was a movie, but as a narration and with the music and everything, it creates a really nice fantasy world. It's like you got the narration, the epic narration, I will say, because I really enjoy the tone of the vocal. It goes perfectly with it. So I really enjoy the narration. The music is a really nice support, and it goes everything hand in hand. It's just like a little bit of the mix and the balance between the vocal and the volume of the music that is a little bit bothering to me, but it's nothing terrible or to die for. It's just an easy fix or a little bit of fix that it needs there, here and there. But man, this is really nice. It's like, was pretty interesting. I don't know which part of the book is this one, if it's just beginning the action or is at the middle or at the end, but now I got the curiosity to check out a little bit more about it because it was really nice. So yeah, this was something that I'm first time reviewing a chapter of an audiobook, and especially with music, and this was pretty cool and it was a pretty enjoyable experience. So yeah, I really enjoy this part of Blackguard, Way of the Askari. Nice chapter and nice music to go with it. So yeah, it's not only the book or the story, also is like the epicness that the music adds, and that's pretty cool. And yeah, I enjoyed this one. Nice experience. It's nice to try something different like this, and I enjoy this too much. Thank you for sending me this. Don't forget to check rscobb.com, where you can find the book, or it's also available on Amazon. Nice experience. Yeah, I'm going to check out more of this after I end this review. And yeah, I hope to see you in another video, and bye.